music because
Can you pull the rest of it off? Doesn't just touch it.
Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? It's Rox and Vin back at it again.
And today's video is going to be about how we joined the Army. Before we get into how we enlisted, we're gonna explain why we wanted to join.
I wanted to join. I was 17 and I knew I didn't have anything else to do. So I didn't know. I know I didn't want to go to school yet. So I thought the Army, that was the only thing that was my first plan. So.
Mine's kind of like his, and it was just like, it was kind of out of the blue. I decided on a wing. I had extreme anxiety about what's the next step after high school, about to graduate, didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just decided to join.
There's many different ways that you can sign up to join the Army, but I decided that I was going to go walk straight into the recruiter's office.
I decided to join that night that I was freaking out about what the next step was. I got online, and there's an online registration form that you can fill out, and that's how I decided to join.
It's only for nerds though. Only nerds do that. When I was a senior in high school, they were doing like this ASVAB thing in the library, and you could take it during lunch. So I decided that I was going to take the ASVAB during lunch. It was like normal pencil and paper. There was a whole bunch of seniors, and like as long as you're 17 and older, you could take the ASVAB and you could do that. I was in the Air Force ROTC. So they gave us our ASVAB scores to like our colonel, and then our colonel was like, "Oh, here's this recruit that wants to talk to you," and then like we got into that.
After I finished most of the online portion, because there's just no way you can finish everything because there's just so much information that you don't even know how you're supposed to get. But they call you and you have like a meeting, and it's like a job interview kind of thing. You meet with your recruiter. You have to be dressed up as if you were going to get a real job somewhere out in the civilian world. Super, not fancy, but super professional. You don't want to come in there with the baggy shorts and a t-shirt. After we had that job interview, he kind of asked me a couple questions. We did like a practice ASVAB to make sure I wasn't that stupid before I got shipped off to METS. And that was it. We started doing all the paperwork. Since we were both 17 at the time, we had to get our parents' sign off to actually enlist.
Because you're still a minor.
What your parents have to do, or your guardians, is they actually have to go to the recruiting station and sign you off there, because if you were to they just gave you the paperwork, you can sign it yourself and whatever. So your guardians or parents have to be physically there.
Alright, so future soldiers training. Every Thursday, you'll meet up with whatever recruiter or whatever.
And the rest of the people joining at that time.
That's going to be, they already signed up, they're good with the Army, everything's taken care of, we're just waiting on you to ship out. That Thursday, every Thursday, like clockwork. Thursday, around like what?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Mine was 4 o'clock.
Mine was like right after school, so it was like 4. Since I was next to an Air Force base, we did our future soldiers on base, and what they did is basically like run, exercises, flipping tires, doing all this crazy stuff. But I was in track, so it wasn't too hard, but like it was intense.
For me, I was active at that time as just a person, but it was still pretty hard. I would say if we did what we did in future soldier training every day, like in basic would have been actually a lot harder. But since it was only once a week, they wanted to make sure you kind of got the gist of what was going to happen in basic. Another thing I had to do that I guess he didn't have to do is I had to take these online courses. It was like land navigation, CLS, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that we're going to actually learn in basic. One thing that they will tell you a lot about basic is that it's going to be they'll tell you either it's super, super hard or super, super easy. It's neither. So just make sure to check out our next video about basic.
Listen up. You're not gonna get that much. Don't think you're gonna be out there getting $500,000 after you come out of basic. Or when you join the Army, you're gonna be able to afford a charger. You probably won't be able to afford a charger.
You're gonna get a charger, and guess what? You're gonna be paying $30,000 on it of APR alone because
Listen, all I'm saying is don't actually look at that paper when it says you're getting this much a month. You gotta remember all the taxes they're taking out, their BAS, all that fun jazz. Like you're gonna be like, wow, I'm not getting as much as I thought. So just remember, if you're trying to join the Army because you think you're gonna get way more money, you're wrong. You're a liar. You should be sad.
Let us know if you want another video about payment. you gotta have to get into.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Somebody had the bone against the damn wall.
Oh.
So when she's chewing on it, her hands go like this, so it goes like this. I was like, I thought she was trying to get the fucking kid over.
If you heard some knocking, don't mind. That's just our animals. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. Please comment, subscribe. Let us know if you have any questions about going deeper into about anything that we just talked about. Like, comment, subscribe.
Stay tuned for the next episode when we'll be going into basic training.
Maps. Stay tuned. Check us out. Like us. Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
No.
Bye.